Hey, John, it is very good to see you and happy Financial Literacy Month. As you know, April is Financial Literacy Month. And so today we're going to talk about what we wish that we'd known when we were younger, right? There's so much that we can cover. I was surprised to recently learn that FINRA often issues a test and they test people about compounding, interest, inflation, diversification. And only 34% of people are passing that test. And that was kind of part of your motivation for creating this series for Financial Literacy Month. But tell me again, why are we doing these videos? Why is it important to you?
Well, the driving force for anything I do, whether it's the subscribers to the videos on the podcast or more importantly, my clients, it's always coming from a position of teaching. I want my clients to have the empowerment that they're making the right decision. And by teaching them, I'm bringing another layer of massive value that I always want to deliver to my clients. And really, I mean, that was the foundation given to me by two of my first mentors, Rodney Harris and Gary Reed. They always talked about teaching your clients the fundamentals, and even from a planning standpoint, always paying attention and not deviating from the fundamentals. And I've seen and I've lived the success that I've had in my personal life from the financial literacy both my parents gave to me when I was young. My mom really teaching me about spending wisely, and my dad teaching me how to invest.
Right. And that teaching component is so important, especially for kids. And I understand that you have a special guest today.
Yeah. Straight off, we're on spring break, so a little day at the office. And this is
Hey!
Jake. So
Hi,
Jake,
Jake.
look at the camera here. Say hi to Aaron and everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
So we talk financial literacy with Jake. Jake's 9 years old, but it's never too early to start. So I encourage, the listeners, talk with your kids, talk with your grandkids, because it's important. And, some of the things that we talk about to Jake is if you don't have money to buy something, you don't
have.
Right? You don't buy it. And because if we're buying something we don't have the money to buy, that puts us in what, Jake?
Debt,
right. Yep. And when we're borrowing, we are paying what? Interest. And by interest, especially compounding interest, what is that item that we bought? What does it make it?
More expensive.
That's right, more expensive. Now, this is going to probably come as a shock to a lot of people, but Jake, what is your least favorite thing when you buy something?
Taxes.
Oh, we always hate taxes. So that's always why I'm talking about is taxes. He gets it. And for appearing on our show, buddy, we're going to give you a little Securus Financial Bar. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Yay! Ain't no such thing as a free lunch. You had to earn that candy bar too. That's the other lesson. That is awesome. Jake is a rock star. I wish I knew half of that when I was his age. John, you're doing a great job as, a wealth manager, but also as a dad. And what else do we need to cover though, as far as smart and bad decisions that we were making when we were younger?
Well, I think it all comes down to what you mentioned before, and that's compounding interest.
Yeah.
We have to understand the power of compounding interest. And compounding interest can either work one of two ways. It can either work for us in the realms of that you're saving and you're investing your money and you're allowing your money to compound and grow.
Right.
Or, as Jake and I just talked, it can go the alternate way, and that is debt. And we're not talking about good debt like a mortgage. We're talking about bad debt. Mainly what I've talked about in the past, those pesky credit cards. And you have to think of compounding interest in an example of a snowball, right? Whether it's good or bad, that snowball starts off very slowly, but once it gains momentum, it gets very big. And we want to make that work in our favors. And Jake mentioned taxes. So I always tell people, if you have kids that are still, relatively young, 30s, 40s, or especially 20s, or if you have grandkids, talk to them about getting their money to tax-free, right? Another thing we're going to do for Jake, as a little employee here, we're going to make a Roth contribution and we're going to get his tax-free snowball rolling.
Also super important. So can I hire Jake also to be my financial planner? Because I think he knows more about money than I do, John. That was awesome.
Yeah. Right now, Jake is focused on the baseball season. We're in season. But if his major league career, once he retires from that, then he'll go into the financial industry.
This was such a gem. John, Jake, you guys made my day. John, this was awesome. If somebody would like your help talking through what we've kind of covered today or anything else, what's the best way to reach you?
You can reach us two ways. Give us a call at the office, 858-935-6210, or visit our website, www.gosecurus.com. From either location, you can set up a 15-minute phone call to answer any questions or a 90-minute complimentary consultation.
That's great. John, Jake, thank you both.
Thank you, Erin.